Hey everyone, today I want to talk about ischemic strokes caused specifically by undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. Now I do have a very good example of one. I mentored a guy called Luke. He was about 50. He wasn't overweight. He didn't know he had type 2 diabetes. He had no idea. He was only a little fella, probably 5'6". He would have been about 60 kilos soaking wet. So he wasn't your typical risk for type 2 diabetes. Therefore, he never went to a doctor to get checked. He was reasonably fit and healthy. Him and I connected on a local Facebook group and we became friends. I'd walk to his house every day and his stroke affected his right side and mine affected my left side, so we'd work together on that. Now I want to talk about his stroke symptoms. So he was, as I said, he was about 50 but reasonably healthy. He was a sound engineer or something like that. He was staying at his mum's house and she was about 70. So, because he was working this side of town, so he stayed at his mum's house. And I spoke to her about this directly and she said he came out at 6 o'clock in the morning and she said half his face was completely drooped down and his voice was so deep it sounded like a gargoyle talking. So I don't even know how to describe that, but she said he had this really, really deep voice like an alien or a gargoyle. And she rang paramedics and as soon as she said that, they knew stroke. So he had TPA within a few hours. So not the 45-minute mark that we like to see. I had TPA within 45 minutes of having an ischemic stroke. Unfortunately, he had his in his sleep and didn't know until 6 o'clock the next morning. So Luke and I got along really well. I met him every single day up until about 2 years ago. He moved interstate and we've been talking since. But he grew up in Manchester or Liverpool. And he gave me a present for mentoring him and helping him. I used to pick him up every Monday night and take him to a meditation class at a local Buddhism temple. So where he grew up in Manchester or Liverpool, I can't remember, the Beatles were getting big at the time. So his mum bought this in anticipation that the Beatles would get big. It's their entire catalogue. I think this goes back to like 1960 something. Anyway, he gave this to me as a gift, knowing I'm a Beatle fan, just for mentoring him and helping him. So yeah, just want to raise awareness and let you know that you can't have an ischemic stroke from undiagnosed type 2 diabetes, so go to your GP and get checked. Thanks guys, see you next time.